What's good, my kings and queens? Hi, Bibble Babes. Hey, beloved. It is your lovely host, Micah Moore. New wine into old wineskins, or it'll burst. You can't expect something new with the old things. You can't be ready for more with your hands out. You can't be ready for more with your hands closed. Asking for more. There was this test that was done on some monkeys, and the monkey's hand will go into a hole, right? And the monkey would try to reach and grab at anything that was in there. It was a whole bunch of bananas. So the hole was just big enough for the monkey's hand. The monkey can't see, so the monkey's putting his hand inside of the hole, and he's trying to grab the banana, and he's trying to pull the banana out, but he can't get the banana because his hand is only big enough. The hole is only big enough for his hand, and it's not big enough for the banana. But they wanted to see how many times the monkey would do that before he got the concept that I won't be able to get this banana out of here today. It took the monkey a lot of tries until he was able to understand it. And they were talking about the gluttony and the greed that we have. We want more. We have our hands open for more, but spiritually our hands are closed. Our hands are full. We're holding on to the baggage of what was, of what we had, of who we were. But we're still asking God to elevate us, asking God to bring us to the next level. God can't bring you to the next level. The next level requires you to kill off and to sacrifice who you were and what you had. God gave me this revelation today, asking to move on to a different stage in your life, a different phase in your life, but you're still holding on to who you were. It's beautiful, don't get it wrong. Who you were makes you who you will be. That is a part of your life, but it cannot define you. It cannot be your soul personality. One thing about me, when I was a teen mom, That was my personality. I became a teen mom. I was flabbergasted. Out of all the people, I became a teen mom. That was my personality. But now I don't define as that. I'm just a mom. One, I'm not a teen anymore, but I'm just a mom. Well, I'm more than just a mom, yeah. But I'm a mom. I don't have to define as who I was because I've changed, I've evolved, I've gotten older, and my title is different. Same thing as for your life. You're asking God for more, asking God for, Lord, I want to be taken to the next level. And sometimes you got to let some people go. Sometimes you got to let some habits go. Sometimes you have to let your gods and your idols, your phones, your gluttony, your need to please other people, your past trauma, you holding on because, I'm just holding on because they did me wrong when I was a child. Let it go. Let it go and move on. The thing about forgiveness is for you. And a lot of us are holding grudges and they're holding hate in our hearts. But God cannot dwell in a space where there is hate. God cannot dwell in the space because you're not giving him the opportunity to change you, to renew you, and to help you grow. You got to let it go if you actually want to move on to the next level. The best thing that you can do for yourself is to forgive them, even if they don't apologize. The best thing you can do for yourself is to be disciplined, to have structure. The best version of you is the most disciplined version of you. That means get up. What did it say? A Proverbs woman, she's up before the crack of dawn. Get up. Pray for your family. Pray for your finances. Pray for your goals. Pray for your mind. Pray without ceasing. Invite God into every aspect of your life. That's the thing with hate. With hate, it's closed off. It's like a door that's slammed shut. And God is a gentleman. He's not going to just barge in. If you don't give him access to come in, he won't come in. And so with hate, when you have that hate in your heart, when you're prejudiced, racist, when you have that hate in your heart, God cannot actually live and dwell in a place where hate, even in dark and lightness, they can't live together. So you have that darkness in your heart. You're not allowing God to actually work. You can't be asking for more, but you're still holding on to this. And it may feel comfortable. It may feel safe because it's what you already know. Trauma is safe. Sadness can be comfortable. Growth is hard. Happiness can be painful. For someone that went through depression when I was a teenager, having to force yourself to be happy, having to force yourself to do better, having to force yourself to do certain things, it took a lot out of me. Even I was the type of person that had attitude problems. You can't tell me nothing. Sometimes I still got attitude problems, but God's still working on me, okay? The fact of having to hold my tongue, one of the fruits of the Spirit, self-control. I didn't need to say everything that I needed to say. And having to hold my tongue, it would burn my throat. Because I really just wanted to say what I wanted to say, but I couldn't. I knew that I shouldn't. And with that, it allowed me to bear more fruit. It allowed me to make it to the next phase of my life and the next stage of my life. Everything that has happened to me, being a teen mom, sexual abuse, being addicted to porn, what else? Physical abuse, growing up, all those things have led me to the person I am today, but they don't define me. I have let them go. I have forgiven. I have moved on so that I can go to the next phase that God has for my life. And he's saying the same thing for you. You can't keep holding on to what you had. You got to let it go. And he can free you. I saw this post, and it was a person, and they're like, God, I'm coming. I just gotta get my bag. I'm coming. I just gotta get my bag. And he's like, what you need your bag for? He's like, oh, I just got my stress here, my anxiety here. This is everything that helps me. And he's like, nah, baby, you got to let it go. And the person was just like, no, I need my bag. I have to have my bag. And he's like, one is slowing you down. You can't go as fast with this weight, with this luggage, with this bag. And so it was 2 bags. I think it was a suitcase as well. So God started to take some stuff out. And they were like, oh, no, give me that. Oh, let me just keep that. Let me just keep that. So some stuff they gave away, right? Slowly but surely. They did start to move a little bit faster because they were lighter. They let go of some stuff. But oftentimes we're holding on because we were hurt, because we were injured. Get therapy and pray so that you can access what God has for you. It will be a terrible thing if you go to hell over some hatred that somebody else did. It'll be a terrible thing if you let somebody else stop your blessing. That would be a terrible thing. It will be absolutely devastating if God is saying, I have all of this for you. Here it is. Take it. It's yours. All you have to do is let go. And a lot of us don't have enough faith to let go. But see, faith is the act of not seeing. And that's the point. Especially for me, I am overcoming. I got to have it all together. I got to have it all planned out. I have to be in control of everything. It's exhausting. Let's stop you right there. But I need to know my next steps. And if I don't, it gives me anxiety. And isn't that kind of beautiful? I have grown up with anxiety. I need to know what's going to happen next because I lived in a chaotic, unpredictable household. So I need to know what's going to happen next. I have to know what's going to happen next. God's like, you don't need to know. You need to trust me. You need to trust me. And it's scary. But all you have to do is have faith. You got to jump with your eyes closed and pray and hope and know that he's going to catch you. All right, that's all. Thanks for listening. Stay up, stay tuned, stay woke, and stay in that word. I don't got my Bible. I got my Bible online. And I'll see you in the next video. Mwah. Love you. Bye.